You see, it is so full, the history. So we're going to keep moving on, but I want you to, one of the things that I didn't get a chance to tell you about was that besides having the garden, we actually have food in the garden. So at some point, you'll be able to go and nourish yourself besides nourishing your soul and your mind right now. I think the next person we're going to have come up is going to be Councilwoman La Fortuna, but I'd like to talk to you a little bit really quickly about other things we learned. I think you already heard that a lot of us said we learned so much doing this program, and we've just become more enriched about it. So recently I moved, and I was setting up my bookcase, and serendipitously I pulled out a book I have by Gil Scott-Heron. If you know Gil Scott-Heron, he is considered, right, the father of spoken word, right? Hip hop. This revolution will not be televised. And in this particular book, there's a poem called The World. And he has, one of the lines says, "Tomorrow was born yesterday." It was actually, today was born yesterday too. He doesn't have that part, but he just talks about how tomorrow was born yesterday. And that's the theme. That's the theme that we're talking about, is, learning about the past that informs the present and inspires the future. The other thing is, I also pulled is, I know a lot of people have heard about the race riots, right? The hard scramble and the Snowtown riots. So everyone knows about it, but they don't realize how much it's a part of the formation of our city today. So in 1821, when we were talking about this multicultural community that was here, they were homeowners, right? And you may not remember that at one time, in order to vote, you had to be a homeowner. You had to own property, right? So this multicultural community that was here owned property. And the riots that happened in 1821 and 1834 had a lot to do with destroying property. The reaction in 1821 was a slap in the hand, and nobody ever got indicted. But there was some change. There was this change in attitudes by 1834, and there was so much more outrage that it actually prompted the formalization of the city government. And that is how we have our council people, our councilmen and our councilwomen, and our wards, because that's what was created at that time. And it was a reaction to the riots, which actually were right over on Olney Street.